Most people think that the difference between hitting a cross-court ball and a down-the-line ball is some wrist manipulation or some magistical thing out there that you can't achieve. But it's actually one simple thing that can make that difference happen. I'm going to show you what that one simple thing is, how to hit the ball cross-court compared to the difference of hitting the ball down the line, and some drills that you can do today to improve your directional hitting. Now we're going to talk about the biggest difference between hitting the ball cross-court and hitting the ball down the line. If you want to know how to change the direction and how to run your opponent, this will make all the difference. That's between hitting this cone, which would be cross-court, compared to hitting that direction down the line. And it all has to do with timing. Yes, there are a bunch of little things that can go on, but assuming everything is about the same in your swing path and your swing speed, it is all about the timing. It is all about understanding that wherever the racket face, your strings are faced, is where the ball is going. It doesn't matter what you do before or after. You could be lassoing back here, but if you make contact right here, the ball is going to go down the line. If you make contact out here, the ball is going to go cross court. That is the biggest difference. Now, to get the cross court ball, which means that you have to make contact earlier, okay? That doesn't mean earlier as the ball is coming back to you. It means you have to start your swing a little earlier to make contact out here in front of you more to get the ball to go cross court. And you're going to make contact a little later. That means you're letting the ball come back into you and making contact a little later to make the ball go down the line. It's a very, very small, minute difference, but it makes a huge difference in where the ball goes. Let's look at some eye patch footage so I can show you exactly how small that difference is. Now, if we're looking at the iPad, I did this in coach's eye. This ball was me hitting cross court, and this ball was me hitting down the line. As you can see, both are very similar in my body. Yes, my cross court's a little bit more turned with the body, but that's because I'm making contact earlier, and so my body is out there in front a little bit more. But the biggest thing I want you to focus on is I'm making contact here compared to making contact here. That is the biggest difference. That time is going to be why this ball is cross court and this one's down the line. And in fact, if I go back just 2 frames, now I would be hitting that ball down the line. So if this is 120, that's about 1/60th of a second difference between me hitting the cross court ball to the down the line ball. Now it's time to put in some reps so that you can really feel the difference between that 1/60th of a second of hitting down the line and hitting cross court. And that is alley rallies. So I have Kevin has joined me, and we're gonna actually try to hit the ball down the alley, my alley to his alley. Now you really do wanna work on your outside stroke. So he's gonna be hitting backhands, I'm gonna be hitting forehands. The goal is to understand and to acknowledge when you hit the ball too early, meaning my ball would go over here, or I hit the ball too late, which would mean that my ball would go this direction, to the right, okay, on my forehand side. So every time that I make an error outside of the alley, I'm going to acknowledge whether it's late or early and try to make the adjustment. My only objective here is to not make the same error twice. So if I hit the ball late, I'm trying to not make another late shot. Early. Late. Early. Late. Now that you have a good sense in getting in a good groove going down the line, now let's understand the timing of going cross court. And we're actually going to go alley to alley so that you can really feel the difference about how early you need to initiate your swing so that you can hit the ball cross court. Early. Late. Now that you understand that the biggest difference between hitting cross court and hitting down the line is timing, you have separated yourself from so many tennis players out there. So go out, put in the reps with the alley rallies, and let us know how it goes. That means the difference between hitting the ball to that cone cross court compared to hitting the ball, oh,